Welcome back to the Cowabunga Collection. So, guess what, guys? Turns out, apparently there's another TMNT game, and this one is coming to the Sega Genesis. Look at that. Turn on the power. And apparently someone has put Raph on the electric chair, it seems.
Peter Lard when he saw the Ace Turtles.
Now you can hook the turtles up to your Sega Genesis.
But you see, guys, he wasn't hooked up to the chair. He was hooked up to the Sega Genesis, which filled him with so much power.
Holy shit! Will the game make my Genesis sport lightning like that? Like,
No. Don't you see? It's empowering Roth, not killing him.
Okay, dare to take this all-new adventure in solo, double dare to duke it out with a partner, or you're in for a ninjutsu jolt of action that'll leave you green. With all this awesome power, go to our heroes' heads. The quick kicking quartet is on the hot seat again thanks to the Mondo Master of Mayhem Shredder, and this could be sayonara, dudes. Shredder stole the Hyperstone, a gem with the power to shrink New York City. Now catch that totally bogus bully before he makes the whole world small. Uncool. So this time he's not taking Manhattan, he's taking the entirety of New York. So there you go.
Well, specifically the city and not the state.
Sure. You've got all four majorly hip mutants, so choose whichever turtle flips your switch. Each has his own bodacious new attack moves to shake down the Shredheads. Donatello is much more than hot air with his hurricane attack, and Raphael's vacuum slide really cleans up. Experience the most excellent 3D effects in a geek fest that never lets up from 5 Mondo body slamming levels. 4 levels, each have 3 heinous stages to survive, and each other is littered with the most intense new challenges you've ever seen. Slug it out in the sewers, do dirty deeds downtown, grind them up on a ghost ship. Surf for treacherous ocean waters, and even ninja till you and even ninja is not a verb. Like, whatever.
No. Wait, I wonder if it's using ninja as a noun.
Is it?
Like you surf in the treacherous ocean waters, and even ninja. Like, I guess you surf through the ninjas.
That doesn't. Whatever, make it through all this ninja nastiness and Shredder will curse the Cowabunga battle cry. But then you must face the Duke of Dweebs in his own turf. Hang tough because he'd love to have you at his place for some fried turtle legs. Also, be sure to call the Konami game hint and tip line and charge your parents' phone bill up the ass. 70 cents per minute. Huh.
Yeah.
That's quite that's quite remember this is early 1990s 70 cents. So
exactly this year in Europe, which is 1993.
Mm-hmm. So.
Speaking of different countries, in Japan, this game is known as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Return of the Shredder.
Yeah.
Like they say, minors must ask permission before calling.
Mommy, can I do it? No, thank you.
Preferably when they're asleep. Anyway, I personalize the fearless foursome are back.
Oh,
Shredder.
There's Hero Turtles.
Yeah. So this is the European ad. Shredder has taken control of the mysterious Hyperstone and miniaturized New York City. Can our heroes defeat him again? Can they preserve the rights of citizens' freedom and democracy and an on-time pizza delivery? Dun, 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 dun,
No, wait.
dun.
Shouldn't this be Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, the extra large adventure?
True. Well, Konami. And for once they actually used the actual designs of the 80s cartoon rather than the more Kevin Eastman-esque art they've been using for a lot of these. Yeah, and it was also included as one of the various Konami, whether we had Sunset Riders. It has always a lot of attention paid to every aspect of its production. It's superb. Megatech, 87%. Very impressive by Sega Pro, 87%. Yeah, Sega Pro was a Sega magazine from the 90s, for those who don't know.
On the title screen for this compilation, well, there's my reference to the Red Sky seasons. The turtles are all scowling in that one.
A top-class product, yeah, that is true. Rocket Knight Adventures is a top-class product with attention to the second to none. Amazing. Mega Action, 94%. RKA is possibly the best game on the Mega Drive ever! By Games Master, 92%. So there you go. I mean, I prefer the sequel, but the first one is great too.
Sunset Riders, a decent cowboy game by the looks of it.
Hyperstone Heist, good, clean, amphibious fun. Ha ha ha. As for Megatech, Turtles really is a visually stunning game, and for some reason there's a box with...
This is a game, but I guess Konami don't own the rights to it, therefore they can't sue it.
I'm guessing they had told it to... Oh, we can't... I'm guessing that's like a non-Konami game there, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, here's the Japanese magazine ad. Like to have said, yeah, it's called Return of the Shredder. And there you go. And yeah, as you can see through the screenshot, and there you go. There's Kevin Eastman's Japanese art. There you go. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Yes, go on.
Now, why was it called Return of the Shredder there?
Because I'm guessing this is supposed to be an indirect sequel to the Manhattan Project. Because remember, in the Manhattan Project, we had Shredder taking Manhattan. Now he's taking the city. So maybe this is kind of a sequel to TMNT 3. It can be. Here you go. Speaking of Turtles games, here you go. We have Turtles 4 on the Super Nintendo, Turtles 3 on the NES, and the Turtles 2 game back from the sewers on the Game Boy. So there you go, kids. Go tell your parents to buy all those Turtles video games. Oh, and don't forget to also call in the Konami Game Hint tip line, because, you know.
So basically, tell your friends and play our game so we'll make lots of loot.
Yeah. Our children are hungry, they need the money. Anyway, yeah, Konami Game Hint and top line, blah, blah, blah. 1-900. I never understood why, when it comes to these hotlines, it's always like numbers and then there's hint, a word. Like, how do you even dial the word hint on a phone?
Okay, the idea with dialing letters in, a phone number is like essentially, you ever look at a phone and see that there are letters within it? Like, for instance, 2 is A, B, C.
So it's like, okay, so it's like the old Nokia phones. Okay, gotcha. And yeah, this is actually one of my favorite of the cover arts. This looks pretty cool.
I mean, I get that, but why not just use numbers?
Well, partially because the company policy. Also, again, believe it or not, it was very iconic to see the letters used in the phone.
The Turtles mutate into another radical form. The Turtles invade Sega Genesis for the first time ever, and the only time, and you're in for an all-new shell-rocking adventure, actually. Shredder steals the powerful Hyperstone. Yeah, we are in it. Pick your favorite Cowabunga commando to slash through 5 lawless levels of lambasting. 4 levels, each have 3 intense stages, and the other is packed with brand new challenges that will make you hurl your pizza lunch. All 4 way cool dudes have their own all-new uniquely powerful moves, and Salazar can attack blows enemies away, and Raphael's vacuum slice really sucks them up. Okay, slice and dice for amazing 3D effects, and clobber the dweebs with your Mondo body slams. The ninjutsu gnarliness never stops with Manhattan's slimy streets, the sewer's most dangerous depths, and even on a ghost ship. Okay, be ready to kick some shell because Leatherhead and Stone Warrior won't be happy to see you, and Rocksteady, go on. Go on, Jella. You were saying?
Oh,
wait. I thought you wanted to say something. Pulverize, shrink Happy Shredder before he pockets our whole planet. First, New York City, and then the world. I guess. I guess he. Well, Dej, I guess he's right. I guess he really is going to conquer Earth. He wasn't just whining. He really means that, apparently.
No. Like, Shredder always means business, even in the 80s.
Oh, look, guys, the official seal of Sega of quality. The official seal is your assurance that this product meets the highest quality standards of Sega. Buy games and accessories with this seal to be sure that they are compatible with the Sega Gen. There you go. Now, unlike the Nintendo's seal, this one is more specific and actually explains what the purpose is. Oh, nice. And here's the Japanese cover. Again, I don't know if it was Kevin Eastman who drew these, but damn, this cover looks fucking awesome. Like,
it does, yeah.
Japan always got the best covers back in these days. God damn.
I'd say it varied, but yeah, no, they did have a lot of awesome ones.
Alright. TMNT, Leonardo, Michelangelo,
I suppose you want to try reading this one?
No.
My God, I'm not gonna try.
Oh, there you go. Konami, all rights reserved. There you go. Alright, so yeah, this game looks pretty cool. Let's check out the manual. Maybe there's something we need to know beforehand before we start the game up. Here you go. Alright, welcome to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist from Konami. So shell down, dudes, and check out... Oh, sorry. Yeah. So shell down, dudes, and check this instruction manual before tackling old Shredhead to get the most exciting enjoyment of your Sega Genesis game. Yeah, you see, in order to get the most enjoyment out of your Sega Genesis game, you first need to read the instruction booklet. Anyway, Shredder shrinks the Big Apple. Far below the morning rush hour in New York City, 4 youths are watching their favorite news reporter April O'Neil on television. Things are pretty comfortable for these boys in their well-furnished subterranean hideout. That is, well-furnished if you are a turtle. Yeah, a mutant turtle, teenage no less. Yeah, we get it, game. And a ninja. Okay, so you and I may not be so comfortable, but these guys think the place is like Mondo to the max. April is reporting a story from nearby Ellis Island. Suddenly, there is a bright flash behind her. She doesn't seem to notice, but the television viewers do. Whoa, dudes, did you see that? Oh, sorry, it's Michelangelo. Whoa, dudes, did you see that? Michelangelo asks the others. Leonardo and Raphael stop their ninja pretzels and look at the screen. What? Did some jerk in the crowd the camera again? Whoa, risque joke for a kid's game, isn't that, Donnie? Donatello asks from his workbench. No way, man. But was there a most spectacular flash? It looked like an Mackie stops talking. His mouth hangs open as he stares at the screen. His eyes grow wider. Leonardo rubs his eyes. Am I seeing things, or is April growing? Your perception is reversed, my son, comments Splinter. The large humanoid rat, who also serves as teacher and mentor to the boys, is standing in the doorway at the back of the room, watching the events unfold on TV.
I feel like Mikey should have a higher pitched voice.
Well, that's the thing. 80s Mikey has a very... Like, your brain is, like, really messed up. He has the surfer dude type voice in the 80s cartoon.
Oh, yeah, but even still, I recall his being higher pitched compared to the others, but go on.
If you observe, the city is actually shrinking. Well, on the television, April has been alerted to the commotion. She turns and watches in amazement as Manhattan and the Statue of Liberty grows smaller and smaller, and with a flash, the picture scrambles, then resumes. Now, instead of April reporting from Ellis Island, the screen is filled with the face of Shredder, the Turtles' long-time nemesis, master criminal, and an all-around geek in general. Listen to me now, New York City! Shredder's voice booms out from the speaker. I have in my possession the treasure of Dimension X. It will allow me to take control of New York City today, and soon the entire world! In my hand is the Hyperstone. I know you're watching, Turtles. You've got lucky in the past, but you won't stop me this time. Ha ha ha. You know, in hindsight, I probably should have tried this in a more covert way, not to alert my enemies to what I'm doing, but whatever. The screen fades to black. Oh man, he really burns my shorts, Raphael exclaims. Taps Raph on the shoulder. You're a turtle, dude. You don't wear shorts. Yeah, they're totally going for the 80s writing in this one. We know what you mean. We know what you mean, Don says. Shredder has really gone too far this time. It's time we put a stop to this turtle style. He raises his hand in the air, and the other three turtles rally around and give him high freeze. Cowabunga! There you go. So you know.
It's nice to see that Shredder got better after turning into a mutant in the last game.
Yeah, true. He got better. He always gets better.
Yeah, to be honest, if I did any one of these voices, I would just use the 2003 ones, and they wouldn't really fit this one, would it?
Your brain is totally, like, really messed up, Dwibs. But anyway, gentlemen, start your amphibians. Ha. Ha. Oops, make that reptiles. Yeah, make that reptiles. Yeah, title screen press to give it. But, No, I mean, nowadays, obviously, Donnie is known for having the more childlike voice, since he's supposed to be the younger in mind.
Let me specify. I don't mean childlike, but no, even in the 80s show, he has had the higher pitched voice. Surfer dude, yes, but still more so higher pitched than the other turtles.
I will argue.
Okay, maybe not as high pitched as Donatello's.
Yeah, I will argue Donnie. I'll argue Donnie's voice is the more high pitched of the four. Go on, Lips.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame we don't get the European versions of these games. I would have really loved to have played Hero Turtles.
Not only is Ninja Turtles a better name, but with the European versions you would have to play the game in 50 Hz, so no thanks.
Lame.
I guess I'll just have to imagine it's called Hero Turtles then.
That would be, but Webbs, that would be totally not radical.
Well, anyway. That's the thing, though. The terms radical and all that were really a thing here in Britain, I don't think.
So were you confused when you saw that joke in the SSN episode of Pokemon where the Team Rocket goes, all the radical Pokemon traits are going to be at the SSN, and Ash turns to Misty, do you know anybody who still says radical? I mean, in my country they said radical, so that joke worked. Did it work for you?
But again, I don't remember radical mania ever being a thing around here.
Meet the heroes in a half shell and friends. Leonardo, the leader of the group and a perfectionist. With a strong sense of responsibility, he always leads the fight in a fiery spirit. Leo's weapon is the katana blade. Donatello.
Alright, the dual katanas, but go on.
Yeah. A born genius and a mechanical wizard, Don builds all the vehicles that the turtles use. His weapon is the bow staff, which gives him a very long reach. Michelangelo is a glutton for pizza. He's a humorous dude with a cheerful personality, even if he is a little scatterbrained. He handles the nunchucks like a master and is a flashy attacker. Very good. And of course we have Raphael, the cool, level-headed, and resourceful. Not! Raph has a quick temper and even quicker hands, which wield the sharp blades at his side daggers of staggering. And if you're talking about 80s, Raph, he has a lot of sass. But then again, when you get fucking Rob Paulson to voice him, I mean, you kind of have to have that. So, Splinter. Long ago, he was a human ninja before being transformed into an incredibly wise rat who teaches the turtles. Well, yeah. So basically, we're going for 80s Splinter. Basically, their long-standing feud has yet to be settled. And yeah, they even have the design of April be like the 80s April. Commander-in-Chief of the Evil Foot Clan, Shredder joined hands with Krang, an alien from parallel Dimension X. Having taken the Hyperstone from Dimension X, Shredder now stands poised to take over the world. Alright. And here's April. Now that the jumpsuit and everything. A very popular TV newscaster. April was once captured by the Foot Clan. She was rescued by the turtles and has been... Yeah. Once a military leader in Dimension X, I was banished and lost my body. Finally coming to planet Earth on the condition that he gets a new body built for him. Anyway, foot soldiers, yeah, mass-produced fighting robots built by the Krang. Yeah, they even call them robots in this version, like in the 80s cartoons. Yeah, so by this point, they've literally completely embraced the 80s cartoon as the source material for their games at this point.
It really is amazing, though. Like, sure, some may see it as cheap, but legit with robots, you can go absolute gorefest and still have it be appropriate for kids.
Well, yeah, that was the whole idea. Letterhead, a mutant Cajun, is that how you pronounce Cajun? Cajun alligator secretly holding a crayfish. He waits at the end of the sewers for the turtles. Then we had Roadkill Rodney, small-sized robot created by Krang and Rock, and of course we have Rocksteady and Bebop. No, Krang robot, the body robot that houses Krang. Yeah. What?
Was Bebop mentioned earlier? I'm only seeing Rocksteady.
In the previous page, I think. A few more or so. We have Pizza Monster, invented by Stockman. This is a monster that comes out of Pisa. And we have Tatsu, who those who don't remember, Tatsu was Shredder's number 2 in the first 2 movies. So, handling your cartridge. Holy crap, they actually called it by the correct name! It's a cartridge! Congratulations, Konami! It only took you, 4 games? The Sega Genesis
Nintendo was always the problem, because Sega do what Nintendo.
I guess is intended for use exclusively with the Sega Genesis system. Do not bend it, crush it, or submerge it to liquids. Do not smash it with a hammer. Do not fucking drop an anvil on it. I feel like that's kind of, it goes without saying that you shouldn't smash your cartridge, Konami. I mean...
You'd be surprised what some people with enough curiosity will do.
And here's the Japanese, which again, look at how colorful and full and more this is. Like seriously, Japan always got the best manuals back in the day.
Yeah, it was because to save printing costs, whenever it was brought overseas, they would print it in black and white.
You should see the Japanese Crash Bandicoot manuals.
Mm-hmm. You still there, Dej? Alright.
Jova, you get your Digisock puppy out.
Oh, so basically my incredibly sarcastic wit and bad jokes. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, alright. Characters: Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Yeah, we already know. And yeah, here are all the sprites from the game, even. Yeah, and yeah. Remember, this is. It was. If I remember correctly, this game came out the same day as the SNES port of Turtles in Time. And as
snap! An alien! Like, that is legit alien.
Yeah, it is. Then we have
Just
the boss
paint it
characters.
yellow to make it legal.
Of course. So yeah, do not remove the cartridge while it's on. Do not crush it, and be sure when you clean it, make sure to use the appropriate liquids. Don't put it under strong sunlight.
And don't put it in alcohol.
You'll get drunk.
Remember, Dwebs. This is an important thing for you to keep in mind. Be sure not to smash your consoles with a hammer. That tends to break them.
So tell me, Pedro, do we have April support in this game?
Well, let's see. Probably yes, probably not. We'll see.
Oh, turn friendly fire on. I want to see the episode where Raphael goes nuts and kills Leonardo.
And yeah. So yeah, as you can even see, it says, I think, yeah, there you go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Return of the Shredder. But we're not going to do that because we want to play the game in English.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, apparently the original Japanese script, the Hyperstone, is not actually a thing. That was apparently something that was made up for the English localization. But don't quote me on that.
Oh, so in that case, what did Shredder use to shrink everything in the Japanese version?
I don't know. Look at that, guys. Flashy.
Yep. Blast processing from the Sega Genesis.
Wow, the 16-bit jump totally did good for our four heroes. There you go. The Hyperstone Heist. So let's check the I'm going to check the controls as well. But I think I'm going to also check the strategy guide too. Hey, Dej, nice to see you back.
I was here the whole time.
Okay. And yes, will Shredder ever be stopped? Now he's brought back the Hyperstone from Dimension X and used it to shrink Manhattan down to the size of a mini pizza bagel. A mini pizza bagel? Are those the thing?
Yes, pizza bagels.
Team up with a friend and turn the Big Apple big again in this gen exclusive. It came out December 22nd in 1992, and that same month in the US as well. Anyway, Turtle Tip 1. Beat up your buddy. Want to beat up your buddy? Press C, B, B, A, 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 B, C at the Konami logo. Then you have this thing. You also have this code for the stage select. A, B, B, C, 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 B, A on the title screen. Sweet, and then you have the sweet confirmation chime. Oh, and kunai knockback. Tatsu's kunai projectiles are a real pain in the shell, but did you know that you can knock them back into him for extra damage? So keep that in mind when you get to this boss. Also, we have an alternate ending. Beat the game on hard mode to get the best ending sequence, or you can just click here to watch it. Dude, we won't tell. Thanks, Digital Eclipse. Well, makes my job easier in recording these, so thanks, Digital Eclipse. Alright, yeah. Donnie's do's and don'ts, but I think I'm going to, yeah. Don't just smash the button when you initiate a whip the body slam move. Do time your button presses when the enemy smacks into the ground. This will let you slam into a few extra times. This also applies to Turtles in Time, by the way. And yet,
good to know.
And of course, the Eclipse tip is the whole thing. Stream by Turkey Boss, not sure of an optimal strategy. You can click the watch mode. Basically, watch mode is something that Digital Eclipse usually puts on their game, on their collections, where you can just watch the AI play the game on its own, and at any point during that scripted playthrough, you can take over and play at any point. Which
can literally have the game play for you. I'm curious, actually. Does the AI lose?
No, the AI always wins. It's scripted. There's really? Basically inputted some kind of script into the ROM. My guess is they create a specific script that allows the game to just beat itself, basically.
It'd be funny if the AI resorts to cheap tactics to keep from dying.
That being said, holy crap, dudes! This new 16-bit Turtles game looks freaking awesome. How about we start playing it in the next part?
Yes, let's.
All right, everybody, tune in next time so we can see just how well the 16-bit jump was. See ya.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
Yeah.